Gustave Bourrel, Jerry, explain that Seeking Alpha article that came out this afternoon. There was an article. It's from some group in Israel that nobody can talk to. It's a First Amendment for free speech thing where anybody can say anything about anybody with any kind of explanation, saying that I was using Green Party assets to fund the company. It is laughable, very laughable. Our law firm doesn't think it's laughable, so they'll reach out to these people in a nasty way. But I've got something to tell you. I've got news for you. We are on. Hello, everybody. Jerry Kroll, CEO of Electra Meccanica Vehicles, and I'm here at the November, yes, believe it or not, the November session of Electra Meccanica Update. Glad to have you back in Vancouver. So it has been a busy month, and most of the time in the past month, I've spent it in New York. I was out there with our team at investor meetings for 2 weeks, and right at the close of it, we had an incredible week in the stock markets. And right at the close of it, as a result of the week, we sent out an announcement on this, another $8.5 million financing into Electra Meccanica. We are doing so well, beyond my expectations, by a long shot. The company is roaring along. Cars have been delivered. Another registered offering in the books. The cars are coming out. I think more than half of our team is now over at our factory, our new factory in China. I think Chris is going to be going over there in the next 2 weeks. Not everybody can get over to Hong Kong. So let's just send Chris and his video equipment. Electric cars don't compete with us. They're our friends. Gas cars, that's what we're trying to fight against. It currently takes us between 4 and 7 days to produce a Solo at our pre-production facility, basically by hand. The factory can knock them out in under 3 hours. That's incredible, and should even be able to do them faster than that. So it's not a fully automatic assembly line. It's semi-automatic or semi-automated, but still going from 4 to 7 days to 3 hours, under 3 hours. Sportsman's Lodge. Wow, we stayed there. That place has the biggest swimming pool of any hotel I've ever stayed at. It had to be like 80 feet wide by like 200 feet long. Not only was it heated like a bathtub, but it was salty too, so you floated. It was the most amazing swimming pool, and also apparently part of the culture of the area. That's where all the movie stars and everybody hung out and did parties. And there was 1 or 2 big parties there while we were there. So. But this book, $50 online, you can get it. It's a great gift for any car fan, especially if you're a fan of the Solo, Tofino, or any Meccanica car. And it's a discount price if you order from Israel. Just for this month, if you order from Israel, we will actually discount. We'll take $10 off. I will personally take $10. So our fans and friends in Israel who don't know about our company can actually read about it before they comment. That's for you guys. That's for you guys. You're welcome. So we'll get into the questions. Are we getting any other questions in on oh yeah, we're getting some. Okay. I'll just start with these ones. Hang on, Rod. No rush. We got a few coming in. What's our time look like? Oh, we got plenty of time. Donna Davenport, can you give more detail on the $2 share with warrants about the deal with the angel contributor to this offering for the further design and development of Tofino when there is not major deliveries of the Solo? Sure, Donna. That's a good question. So in the release we had, the last round of $8.5 million is going towards accelerating, not just developing, but accelerating the Tofino. We are targeting having the first prototype of the Tofino, like the pre-production Solos that we've had on the ground for 18 months already. One of those on the ground by the end of 2019. That's this coming year. That's coming out rather quickly on the ground. And then by mid-2020, delivering our first Tofinos to customers. And the target there is, again, 5,000 cars. Deliveries began last year, 2017. They continue this year, and it's just the best thing you can do with your clothes on. This will be as a ubiquitous as the iPhone within a year. Snarky comment from Brad Shirk. Pithy comment. Maybe do the next financing at 25 cents and really screw over your current shareholders, aka owners of the company. Next stop, $1. Brad, give your head a shake. Okay, the company has never been stronger. The company has $20 million in the bank. The annual report coming out in March of next year. We'll have our quarterly filing in the next day or two. Have somebody read it to you, Brad, and stay away from your keyboard before you make stupid comments. That's a good one. L&M, another one. $2 offering, terrible. I actually believed in you guys. Why wasn't this done a few days ago when you were trading around $4? Well, that's when you start these things. It doesn't happen overnight. We've been at this for 20 years working on the electric side of this car company. Things don't happen overnight. For 60 years, the Meccanica has been in business. It doesn't happen like this. What is important is that the cars are real. The cars are in the hands of customers, and the customers love them. That's real. Everything else is just talk. Just talk. L&M, that's not even a name. Brad Shirk, we know who you are. You can only produce 5,000 cars next year. How are you going to make any money with that production rate? This is a candidate for the best question, and that is really a good question. Reality is that we'll probably be revenue neutral that year and look towards making our 25% gross profit in 2020 when we do 20,000 cars. Cal Worthington, no. Oh, thanks. Why did you offer the financing so far below the stock price? The stock price today is, I think, $1.76, $1.80. The financing was done at $2 with a warrant at $2.56. So no, it wasn't that far below the stock price. And that gets priced when it happens. So the good news is the company is secure, the company is well capitalized, and we're going forward. The stock price high that we had was $16. And that's when we originally had it out there. I guess in the first week or two was at $16. So I'd like to see it come back up there. I think that we had a lot of people who understand and have followed the company since day one. The early investors, they know what's coming up. They've seen the car. They've driven the car. Questions looks like, what states will require use of a helmet? No states will require a use of a helmet in the United States. We went through a roof crush test that we passed. And I think Washington State was one of the few states that required that. So once you go through a roof crush test, which doesn't work on a motorcycle, but does work on a solo, then you can just wear it. Wear the seatbelt. You don't have to wear a seatbelt on a motorcycle, but please wear the seatbelt. It's in the car. It's a car. That's a good way to make it happen. What about the fact that orders decreasing by 100,000 units? That's not a fact, Austin. Our sales, our pre-orders continue to go up. A sale is when the car is actually delivered. The pre-order is the book of people saying, we want this. That is not a fact. For the question, Austin, not well researched. $4.3 billion worth of orders on our electric cars. $4.3 billion worth of orders. $4.3 billion worth of orders. General Motors would swap CEOs with Tesla in a heartbeat. So would Ford. Ford would pay $1 billion to have Elon Musk be their CEO. If you don't think that's true, you haven't paid attention. So never listen to the haters. Idiots. Absolute idiots. So, and you can quote me on that too. Total idiots.